First point is what we wanted to convey was about an overview of Telangana economy and how the state has performed in last 8 years. Our GSDP, that is the state GSDP at current prices, has increased by 128% from 2014-15 at 5.06 lakh crores to 2021-22 at 11.55 lakh crores. This state GSDP growth for each of these years, that is from 2014-15 till last year, for each of these years, the state GSDP growth has been higher than that of the national average for continuously 8 years. Telangana is the third quickest growing state out of the 17 states which are defined as the larger states, for which data has been compiled by Ministry of Statistical Program and Implementation. Our per capita income has been the highest, third highest if we include all the states at 2.78 lakhs, and is highest if we take only the larger states, leaving out Delhi and Goa. Again, in terms of percentage, the Telangana state has the highest percentage increase in per capita income at current prices from 2014-15 till the last year. Now, if we come to the urban Telangana, that is all the cities, etc., what we have, we all know cities are the engines of economic growth, and the ripple effect, cities lo em jarute ripple effect of economic activities in urban areas have and leads to multifold increase in the income and employment levels for the entire state. The share of urban population in Telangana state is 46.8% against the national average of 31%, and we are the third most urbanized state after Tamil Nadu, which is 48.45%, and Kerala, which is 47.23%. Needless to say, we are fast becoming an urban state, and by 2026, it is expected that the urban population in the state will be more than 50%. That is, half the state's population will be urban population in next 3 years. No wonder that the number of urban local bodies or cities increased from 68 when the state was formed to 142. Presently, it includes 13 municipal corporations also, including Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. In April, there was an article by the then CEO of Niti Aayog, Shri Amitabh Kant, wherein he had mentioned that India is a reluctant urbanizer and that urban population for India will exceed 50% of its population by 2050. Now, Ippude cheppanu that Telangana we will reach this figure by 2026, and the Hyderabad urban agglomeration, that is Hyderabad city and nearby municipalities within ORR, will have the urban population will have a percentage of urban population will be about 33% of the total state population. Some of the factors why the growth or Hyderabad has become a magnet. Hyderabad has been rated as the best city in India in terms of quality of living index by Mercer's for the 6th year in a row. From 2015 onwards, Hyderabad has been rated in terms of quality of living, it's rated as number 1 in India. It continues to be number 1 city in purchasing power index, safety index, healthcare index, cost of living index, property price to income ratio index, traffic commute time index, and climate index. Minister, I think recently also mentioned, and he wanted me to repeat, that we are not competing with any other city in India. In fact, our aim is to put Hyderabad among the top 30 cities in the world so far as quality of life and economic competitiveness is concerned, and we are working in that direction. We all know about TS iPass since 2015 and how it has revolutionized the entire process of industrial and manufacturing process approvals. I am happy to share that a total of 21,373 approvals have been granted in last 6 years under TS iPass, with a total investment outlay of 2,47,000 crores and direct employment creation of 1.7 million. The state is a leader in pharma, IT, electronics, aerospace, life sciences, R&D and knowledge hubs. The creation of Hyderabad Pharma City and Textile Park in Warangal further will strengthen our strength as the top emerging state in the country so far as getting new investments are concerned. When we come to real estate scenario for Hyderabad and Telangana, Hyderabad has been the best performing residential market in 2021 with growth in sales by 142% year on year. It's been highest recorded since 2011. In fact, I was checking that in the last 3 years, in residential market, it grew more than 50% from an average per annum sales of about 18,000 units to currently about 27,000 units this year. In South India, Hyderabad now commands the highest price per SFT if you take apple on apple basis. The price of apartment in western zone has gone up by 50% in last 3 years. What is good thing is that the growth has shown a very healthy trend in all the zones and not just west. In fact, under TS BPAS, which I will be speaking shortly, if we see the new approvals, it's widely spread all along the outer ring road and is coming up surprisingly very quickly and fast in areas like Kesara, Gatkesar and those eastern part of Hyderabad, which is a very welcome sign. Hyderabad is the only city among the 8 metros as per the studies done by Knight Frank that has not had a single year of price decline since 2014. Again, a healthy sign. The housing inventory overhang declined from 53 months in the first quarter of 2021 to less than 27 months for the same period in 2022, which is about a 26-month decline in less than a year, which shows about the robustness of real estate market in residential sector. As per Kishman and Wakefield report, Hyderabad has toppled the leasing in IT office space by grabbing 36% of the total lease among all the metro cities. At least 100 million SFT office space and another 30 million being added in next 3 years will ensure our leadership in this sector, and with 30% share in pan-India office demand, we continue to occupy the top position so far as new or additional office space utilization is concerned. Minister also wanted to convey that the state has decided, and we from HMDA are working for it, to set up 4 large integrated logistic parks in all 4 directions. One is on Old Mumbai Road near Rudraram, one is Tupran, one is on the southern side near Shamshabad, and one is on the eastern side, which is taken up jointly by TSIC. That's one gap which was there in our city for logistic hubs, and we are taking up this year in all 4 directions. Some of the pro-real estate policies of the state, TS BPAS I was just mentioning, till yesterday, more than 1.45 lakh applications have been processed under TS BPAS in less than 1 year. This started from Hyderabad and HMDA, has been extended to all the 142 municipalities and all the UDAs, and the processing time for clearing the applications has come down drastically in a time-bound manner, and we are trying to see that it's actually become less than 15 days for even bigger projects. Antamundu MLA garu, MLC garu was mentioning about the infrastructure improvement. We have developed new link roads under HRDC, and during COVID times, most of you have seen the way new roads come up practically overnight. In fact, 148 link roads have been taken up under HRDC. And now, in addition to Hyderabad, nearby 10 municipalities such as Pirzadiguda, Bandlaguda Jagir, Nizampet, Johar Nagar, Nagaram, Dammaiguda, Atwanti, all these 10 municipalities, this year we are taking up phase 2 of HRDC with an outlay of 2,400 crores. The idea is up to ORR, we should have a seamless kind of infrastructure development whereby the real estate growth can take place up to ORR in a seamless manner. In one of the studies done by Ola company, Ola is one of the cab rental companies, they found out that Hyderabad has the fastest average speed of 27.1 kilometers per hour when compared with other 6 metros including Delhi NCR, Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune, Kolkata and Chennai. So while we may think traffic is moving slowly, it's in fact the fastest among all the major cities. This again partly because of the way roads are spread out, partly also because the new radial roads and link roads are coming up, and will continue, roads continue to be our major focus, and we'll continue to lay, widen and lay new master plan roads up to ORR and within HMDA areas. Likewise, under SRDP, a total of 19 new flyovers and RUBs have been constructed in last 3 years. The drive is continue. Nagol flyover, as you would have seen, is ready for inauguration and we'll be doing it very shortly. Third thing is a strategic Nala development program. October 2020 rains tarvata, I think there was a lot of flooding took place in low-lying areas. So a massive program of a strategic Nala development project, under which projects worth 985 crores have been taken up. In this regard, we was mentioning in one of the meetings, and that's why I'm pointing out that for one of the Nala widening works, one Mr. Vijay Sai and Mr. Sagar, they are builders from our community. They in fact assisted GHMC towards paying of compensation to the landowners in lieu of TDR by way of tripartite agreement with GHMC, builders and landowners. So this is a model. Minister says that other builders also should come forward, as ultimately it will help the buildings and new developments in those areas. The new TDR policy, all of you are aware, which was started in 2017, where TDR is increased to 400% in case of road widening and 200% in case of water bodies. So far as water supply is concerned, I am happy to announce that from Hyderabad Metro Water Supply and Sewerage Board, we are constructing a ring main around the ORR. All along the ORR, a ring main is being constructed, which will ensure that Hyderabad becomes kind of, we can ensure and we can provide 24/7 water supply in Hyderabad through this ring main, and the work has already started. Likewise, 31 STP sewage treatment plant in 3 different packages for processing about 1259 MLD of untreated sewage is already under construction, and by March 23 they will be ready. With this, Hyderabad will be the only city in the country to have 100% of its sewage being processed scientifically by 2023. We also have about 185 lakes in GHMC jurisdiction. Recently, we had invited some of the builders, some of our friends, and 90 of these lakes have been adopted by the builders and developers of that area, likewise another 15 HMD areas. So a total of 140 lakes have been taken up for restoration, beautification, bund strengthening and lighting by the local developer and builders. And Minister has urged the remaining builders and developers also that whenever you are coming up with a new project, or if there is a lake existing nearby your existing project, we will encourage you to adopt that lake, because it will not only beautify the areas, clean up the water, but it's also a healthy feature for all the inhabitants of that particular kind of real estate work which you will be doing, and therefore it's a win-win situation. Minister sir also wanted me to convey that the master plan for Hyderabad, right now we have 5 master plans. Some of them are, they use different language, they have different terminologies. So we have floated the request for proposal. It's a global tender we'll be having, but our work has already been initiated to develop the new master plan for the ORR, and this will cover the entire area up to ORR and in fact the entire HMD area. I once again would like to thank Naredco and all its members, all the fellow real estate bodies for inviting us. We have always worked together. I, in my capacity as Principal Secretary and Special Chief Secretary, have had a very, very pleasant experience with all of you. In fact, I can say that most of your issues and problems are very genuine, and it is keeping the customer in mind, keeping their convenience in mind. It's basically pertaining to road widening or some of the other hiccups. And let's work together. Let's keep creating Hyderabad city as a better place to live in. And I'll end my speech by saying that recently, last week, we had a International Photographer of the Year Award at State Art Galleries, where Mr. Raghurai, Padma Shri Raghurai, he is one of the best known photographers in India. He was there. And what he said was music to my ears. He said Hyderabad, he was coming after a gap, and he said Hyderabad landscape, buildings, layouts, gated communities. He says they don't look buildings, they are landscapes. They are buildings where the buildings are talking. He says it has integrated with nature so well. Each of the building has a character. He says, I have not seen this kind of involved development in other cities where it's just brick and mortar. So he says, Hyderabad buildings has much more than brick and mortar, and he wanted to congratulate all the developers. So on behalf of Padma Shri Raghurai, I want to congratulate all of you. Let's keep working together, and let's make Hyderabad a better place to live in. Thank you so much.